What's going on? This is Will Mark Craven coming to you another day with another video. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Down below, there's a description showing where you can make a donation. Click that or type it in, whichever the case may be. We gladly appreciate you making a donation. Anything helps the channel. That being said, I'm gonna jump right into it. Women. What is one of the biggest keys that you can do to win a man over? Listen. Now, granted, there are certain things that need to transpire before you actually listen. And of course, you all like consistency. So if his actions are consistent and he's steady showing you, might be a guy that you might want to listen to. Easiest way to break that man down? Listen. He's going to change. And you can actually have him eating out of the palm of your hand if you're listening to that guy. But I wouldn't suggest flat out listening to the guy 100% fully and completely. Do listen. Try. Put to the test some of the stuff that he's saying. Listen to it. See what it is and beneficial. Because not every male and every man's knowledge is created equal. Some guys, you hear and see what they say and it pan out. That guy may be beneficial. So, if you're listening to the guy, you also need to be understanding how you're going to categorize this guy. But his actions are actually more likely to tell you if he's really interested or not, or treating you like little sis, big sis, possibly female he won't, or he just takes some liking to you. Like me personally, any female I come in contact with, they're automatic friend zone. They may work their way out of it, but it's also constituted on how well she listens. And if she listens quite a bit, I'm gonna make time for her. Why? Because I understand that listening gives a form of validation to me. So when you listen to a man, it's validating his manhood. It's validating that he has something worth you actually giving your time to. So, because I fully understand this, I'm going to make sure whatever it is I give is even furthermore on point. Because now I understand that you're giving me your time. So now I have to be accountable in what it is that I tell you. Now, some guys may not operate like this. They're going to tell you whatever, and it may be like a broken clock. It's going to be right sometime. No. That's the difference between guys who are here, guys who are here, and guys who are here. Now, Kevin Samuels came on the scene and established the high value man, but there are levels and different forms of high value. Some guys may not have all that financial stuff for what he set what guys to know, but there are other guys who high value is fully up here. They see that stuff a mile, and they're just so much further than other guys. Those are the guys you want to listen to. And when it comes to that whole high value stuff, the guy who shows that he has the wisdom and he's strategic and everything he does, that's the guy worth listening to. He's going to show you how much tools is in his tool bag. Because when he's telling you certain, like when I tell women certain things, I because I categorize them in friend. It doesn't matter whether they married or not. I already understand that they're going to give me a certain type of energy. They're going to give me a certain type of their spirit. It's just going to hit differently. They're going to become more open. This is why I'm so glad that my parents were preachers. I got to see the whole church life. I actually analyzed how women treat the pastor. They treat the preacher. And a lot of women will turn around and act like a wife to a pastor. Why? Because, and I did a video on this, why you're not, for the guys, why you're not greater than her pastor. Because he's providing spiritual teaching. She's listening to him. So, when I'm providing something for information that is beneficial to her, I'm going to give more. I'm going to be more attentive. Why? Because it's feeding my masculine. I teach masculinity. True masculinity is teaching. So if I have something to teach you, that means you're going to listen to me. This is why you all, that you like say, oh, women are most educated. And yes, well, you all like to go to school quite a bit. Why? Because teaching. You want to listen. You want to have something expounded upon. So if that position is actually proven, you will sit there and listen. So the hard part of listening to a guy is you don't know if he's proven. So what was the fastest way in for the guy to find out if he was proven? You sat him in front of your father, and he vetted that guy to see if he was proven. So a lot of y'all are not listening because, one, he wasn't vetted to be proven. Two, you ended up in a relationship with a guy and he was not legit, not proven, and you don't want to get burned again. So now you don't feel secure, which one of your biggest things is security. So you're going to do whatever it is to make sure you feel secure. So now what are you doing? You're taking on these other masculine roles, which fake masculinity, in order to make yourself feel secure, so you're not in a position to be vulnerable. And this is why a lot of you don't listen. You don't listen because you don't want the feeling of getting burned. Stick your hand on the stove, you get burnt. Chances are you're not going to stick it back up there again. So, key points in finding out if this guy is worth listening to. Tell him something about another guy. See what type of advice he gives you. If he gives you good advice and it's like, all right, cool, and it's non-biased, that's a different type of guy. Now, some of the guys are going to try to use the manipulation tactic, like, oh, that he just a sucker, or he your fancy pants, he float the same sex. They're going to say all little things to try to get into your mind, to discredit. Why? Because guys know that another guy is a threat. Another guy is not going, if you was his woman, he's not going to want you to talk to this other guy over here because he may feel like, oh, he's trying to get with you. So you have to, in order to see what that guy is, ask him about tell him about another guy. You'll find out he's going to feel some type of way, or he's going to try to inquire to see, well, who the heck is he? It's going to happen. So, yeah, that's one aspect. Another aspect is finding and listening to a guy. Tell him something about maybe a family issue. See how he moves. See what he say. You'll know. And the more open you be, the more he's going to turn around and tell you. But A lot of guys will find themselves in trouble because the minute you bring up something sexual, he may flip the script. So this head is no longer in operation and the other head is in operation, so he may get a little off track. But yeah, if you want to be able to have a guy in your hands, mold, do whatever, listen to him. When that guy realized that you listen to him, there's nothing he won't do for you. There's a group of females I have right now that's not even family, because they listen to me. They got access, and they know they have access. So when you listen to the guy, he's not going to withhold the protection. He's not going to withhold money. He's not going to hold whatever it is that he has, because you've proven to listen to him. Now, I know if you're running game, even by listening, because there are certain little things you're going to do in there that's going to show me that you're listening not fully for the benefit of us both. See, I understand manipulation. So I understand if you're going to use listening to manipulate only for your benefit. I know how to manipulate for both benefits and to get the maximization out of the whole entire relationship for everyone involved. So I know if you're not doing it right. And any guy who knows how to manipulate and knows how to do it well, he's going to see it too. Now, whether he does it right or not, that's a whole nother story. But if you're not fully listening for the benefit of you as well as him, it's not probably going to work out too well in the end. He's going to be apprehensive. He's going to know. Trust me, you're going to do something that he's going to know. And any guy who knows how to hunt, you got to take your time. So, as long as timing is going past, it's like, all right, time is a revealer of all things. Your true actions are going to be revealed. So if you're just listening, because I know I need to say this, because there are going to be some individuals who take this information like, all right, I'm going to use this for the detriment, I'm going to use it for my benefit to get what I want to get. Time is going to show who you are. And anyone who's a master is going to sit back and let time go past and watch and see what you do. They're not going to fully commit. And it's like, oh, okay, whatever. Which is why my system works so well, because I start you all off as friends. You gotta work your way into it, and in order to do that, you gotta put in the work. And work requires consistency. So, just as well as you all want us to be consistent, you have to be consistent too, especially when it comes to listening. So it's the long game. Can you play the long game? Most people don't have enough stamina to play the long game. So even though you're listening, you're still being critiqued. But the best way to get the guy is basically by listening to him. There's no other way. You can do all the other stuff, turn tricks, bend over, backwards, do whatever. As I'll say, oh, he's still going to cheat, blah, blah, blah. But if you're listening, it's different. It's different. And this is why we as men tend to take jobs that are like coaching. some form of teaching, mentorship. We take those jobs or we do those type of things because, again, excuse me, true masculinity is teaching. So because it's teaching, it requires someone to listen to us. That is the biggest key to a man, is listening to him. You're going to say, oh, you're not hearing me. And he gets frustrated because he feels like you're not listening. So the fastest way for a man to check out is not to listen to him. And why should I tell you this and that when you don't listen to me? Why should I give you these beautiful gems and jewels when you don't listen to me? Because what I'm telling you is teaching you, it's protecting you. Why would I keep doing that? You're basically saying I'm wasting my time. I can spend my time doing something else with somebody who actually wants to hear me. So, if his children get more attention than you do, you probably should look at how well his children listen to him. And if you're interfering with his children, listening to him, you're creating tension. Then he's going to pull back. And if his children start to listen to you, for them to not listen to him, you're destined to create a massive problem. And he's going to disengage. It comes all down to listening, which is why this here is so key. This here is very key. It's extremely key. One of my biggest recommendations for relationship, the art of communicating. And one of the biggest components of it is listening. He speaks on listening all the time. And you have to comprehend what it is that you're listening to. That's the other key element. Comprehend, apply it. So not only are you listening, you're now comprehending what it is you're listening to. So when you show me that you can comprehend, that means we're going to engage and do more things together. That means when you start bringing me stuff, it's like, all right, cool, you hear me. All right, now I can teach you this and I can teach you that. Now I'm more engaging, and there's more. That what does that do? That invites more intimacy. You know, that's the stuff you all like. You like the affection. Why am I going to be more affectionate? Because you listen. There's nothing greater than listening. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because it validates the man. It makes him pulls out his tools. We get a high from that. Oh, I know I do. Anytime a woman listening to me, it's like, oh, okay, cool. Straight up. Got you. All right, let me do this, this, and this. I'm more inclined to do. I'm just going to be more inclined to do for you. It's really that simple. Because listening shows you appreciate. And it also goes to, when we were in school, when that one teacher became your favorite teacher because they started being more attentive to you, and they saw the certain things in you. So when they saw certain things in you, they gave you more. They were more attentive to you. They were more affectionate because they saw that you had the ability to learn. And in order to learn, you have to listen first. And this is the aspect of where it makes you great when you listen, because I teach true submission is listening. You can't learn from anyone unless you listen to them. So in order to submit to someone, you have to first listen to them. This is why I say I don't ask or tell a woman to submit. There's no need to. Because the minute I know you're listening, all right, now it's my job to keep the listener. How do I keep the listener? And being a wise man, I'm automatically knowing that, all right, I have to be engaging. I'm going to have to engage with you. I'm going to have to put in some work too here. And the work I'm putting in is different. The work I'm putting in is, all right, I have to keep drawing you here. And in order for me to draw you, you're going to start telling me certain things. And when you start telling me certain things, I'm going to start giving stuff right back to you. And then when I start giving stuff back to you, it's like a child. Your mind is becoming more and more unlocked. And it requires me to know more and more and more. Fine tune my skills, sharpen it. You know, they say iron sharpens iron. So regardless of how big your iron piece is, when you start casting it back to me by listening, I'm casting it back towards you, and it's just going shing, 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 shing. This is how we build together. This is how you're going to build with that man together. But unfortunately, you know, not every guy is on this type of level. You know, I understand this. But can he get there? Yes, he can get there. With you, yeah, he can. But you're going to need another man to help you be able to get him there. Which, probably tomorrow, next couple days, I'm going to do this video, sit down with the Lion King. But I'll give you this little tidbit. Nala did not get Simba to go back to Pride Rock. No matter what she said, she did not get that man to go back to Pride Rock. Rafiki did. No matter what you do and what you say, you're going to need another man to help you get that man back to where he needs to be. If he's that type of man, that's Simba. You know, I can't go too far because then I'll be starting. But a lot of you all are dealing with some Simbas out here. He's the king, but he don't know he's the king, and you want him to be the king. But you, as I keep saying in the videos and stuff I say, you need another man present. You need a Rafiki or whoever else present to pull out of what you've been saying to him. He's not going to do it based upon you. You need another man to pull that stuff out. But as long as you're listening to him, you know, he going to feel good. When Nala, it seemed like Nala was listening to Simba, you know, he felt great. He told her to go along with the plan. I mean, let me quit, because I go super deep all up into that. But yeah, listening is key. Listening is key. You want to get a man? Listen to him. Seriously, listen to him. He'll likely give you everything if you listen to that man. There's nothing he probably won't withhold from you, especially when you prove you're listening to him and you ain't trying to do him in. But with that being said, hit that like, share, subscribe button, leave a donation, you know what I'm saying, and hit that Cash App or whatever. Most of all, be on your square, be easy, seek peace, you know, and try to get better. With that being said, it's Will My Craven, and I'm out.